If you've been watching this channel for very long, you know that I love me some Fatwood. Well, I ran into somebody else who does at Blade Show a couple of months ago, but he's taken his love for Fatwood to a whole new level. That's coming up on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. You may know that Blade Show is here in Atlanta. It's like the world's largest knife show here in Atlanta every June. And I was fortunate enough to get to go this year. I was walking around at Blade Show and this guy came up to me and said, "Hey, I know you. You're that Survival on Purpose guy." Which is always kind of weird to me because I can't believe that anybody watches these silly videos to begin with. But the guy's name is Jeff Harrelson. He said, "Look, I know you like Fatwood. Well, I like it too, and I want to give you something." And so he gave me this. Now this is absolutely cool. And what Jeff does, he takes Fatwood and puts it with a firesteel, which I actually did this myself a while back, but mine does not look like his. Jeff takes this to a whole new level of art. And you can see this is just, hopefully you can see that, it's just really, really nice looking. And he has what is apparently a secret formula for some kind of sealant, which seals this, because if you know anything about Fatwood, you know that as it gets warmer, hot, or whatever, sometimes that resin, which makes it such a wonderful gift from God, will ooze out and make it kind of sticky. So this actually is sealed, so it doesn't get that way. But it's man, look at that. That is, would you just look at that? That's just a really cool piece of Fatwood. And then he puts it with a firesteel in it, and it's got it on a thong here, a paracord 550 cord thong. And what's really cool about it is this is a great emergency fire starter, but it's also like a piece of art. But then he gives you a striker, which is a super striker from the folks at firesteel.com. A very nice striker. It's got enough room for you to really grab it, and it's got a really sharp edge to strike it. And then another little piece of Fatwood here, which looks like it's sealed. I can't really tell, but they kind of practice on, so you don't have to mess up the handle on your excellent firesteel. So really cool. You can hang around your neck. You can put it in your pack or whatever. It's like a functional work of art. And I wish I thought of it because you know, a while back I did a video where I made a Fatwood firesteel handle, and I thought, man, I came up with this great idea. And then after I made the video, people started commenting, and I realized a lot of people had come up with the same idea. So probably not the original idea on mine or Jeff's part, but again, he's the first person I've seen to really turn it into almost a piece of art. So I'm rambling again. Without any more of that, let's take you down to the old stump top, and we'll get to doing some of that Fatwood stuff. Oh yeah, baby. Note to self, always push the little record button before you start recording. So I started scraping some Fatwood here, and we're going to start back over again now because I'm making rookie mistakes here. So we're going to take our sample piece, test piece, and the super striker here, and we're just going to scrape off a little pile. The second little pile I've scraped off of this piece of sample Fatwood, or practice wood, or whatever. I mean, you can save the real handle for emergencies. And so that's good. We'll take that and we'll take the stuff that I already scraped and put it together with it too, because why not, right? And then we'll turn this thing around and see how well the firesteel itself works. Now, I'm not sure what kind of steel he uses. They're 5/16 typically, with about 2.5 inches of striking surface. Again, it's a super striker from the folks at firesteel.com. 550 cord lanyard with a fisherman's knot on it, so you can slide it up and down to fit however long you want it to be. And he sells all this for 20 bucks, which I think is a phenomenal price, considering that you can just a plain old light my fire steel is going to be at least probably close to half of that, and you're not going to get the super striker with it, or you're not going to get, you get your firesteel striker, but this is way better in my opinion. You're not going to get a Fatwood. I mean, good grief, you know what I'm saying? That right there is, I don't know. There's no comparison, in my opinion, between anything and Fatwood. So anyway, we're gonna put her down here and see what happens. Looky there, 3 strikes. You can see all I got is one little line on here, and this super striker really does a great job of just absolutely throwing the sparks out there. So look at that. Would you just, I mean, that's just, man, that is beautiful. I'm telling you, it is beautiful. Okay, so that was a quick look at this absolutely gorgeous ferro rod or firesteel from Jeff at fatwoodfiresteels.com. I'll put a link to that below. Jeff is a fellow Georgia native, and I always like to support Georgia businesses. He's got his own small business here making these. Again, 20 bucks for all this. In my opinion, that is just an exceptional value. You get not only the an excellent functional tool, a fire steel, which is really good, but you get all this fat wood that is not just fat wood, but is absolutely beautiful. This is something that's just going to be, it'll last you a long, long time, and a very good conversation piece, and just really nice. And you're supporting a local business at the same time, so really cool. And by the way, Jeff didn't ask me to review this. He said, look, I'm not asking you to review this. I like your videos. I know you like Fatwood. I want to give this to you from one Georgian to another. And I've been sitting on it for a few months, just really kind of backed up on videos. But I thought I'd take a minute today to show this to you because it is so cool. And I am really impressed with it. And Jeff does a great job. Anyway, I'll stop ranting. Jeff, thank you so much if you're watching this. Thank you so much for this wonderful, beautiful gift and for doing such a great job of craftsmanship here. And I like the fact that you just took something that God made and turned it into a piece of art, which I think is really cool. So anyway, I encourage you to go check it out and buy several of these. Chuck Norris can put out a fire with a gallon of gasoline. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing, for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing this video with all your friends, and thank you so much for doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time. You know I love me some Fatwood. I love me some Fatwood. Proprietary secret sealant treatment. I love me some Fatwood.